It is the Kanneh-Masons' take on the idea of a family album. The 7 siblings at the world-famous Abbey Road studios making a new record together for the first time. Aged from 11 to 24, the young musicians, all seasoned performers, found themselves at home for months over lockdown. They streamed concerts online and were able to rehearse and plan for an album they could all play on. With the 4 oldest having returned to studying and working away, their siblings and parents back in Nottingham say they feel lucky to have had the chance to record together.
We've always wanted to do something that's catered towards children, and lockdown helped. I mean, obviously it was a bit, disastrous for our careers, but in terms of rehearsing, we had unlimited time.
Suddenly they were all home again, and it was a bit like going back in time when you were all teenagers and young.
I think the good thing about playing with your family is that you don't feel like worried to just point out something that they did wrong or something, or if they did something slightly wrong, you can speak without them feeling offended.
The family first rose to prominence 5 years ago when the siblings reached the semi-finals of Britain's Got Talent.
Probably the most talented family in the world.
A year later, the 3rd eldest, Sheku, made headlines as the first black performer to win the BBC Young Musician Award, watched by his proud parents, neither of whom are musicians themselves. 2 years later, he was asked to play at the wedding of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. His mother, who has now written about the family's journey, says the music teaching her state-educated children benefited from can no longer be taken for granted.
I've seen a huge change from when my older children were in school to now. I've seen the budgets shrinking, I've seen children lose opportunities, I've seen access get narrower and narrower, and I could see the massive benefits the children had. They were very lucky in their schools. There was just state schools, and they put music at the centre of the curriculum, and I could see how much the children flowered under that.
Next week, the siblings, whose summer concerts were all cancelled, will play at London's Barbican. Then their Abbey Road album will be released.
It was quite a big deal, I guess, to be able to record in such a studio where the Beatles and all the film music was recorded.
Are you a fan of the Beatles?
You can be honest. I don't really know much.
Well, I love the Beatles.
Sometimes, even with such extraordinary children, mums really do know best. Nina Nanar, News at 10 in Nottingham.